We're getting a lot of backwater swamp today. I wonder if that's the map of the day. Steam claim third. Oh, thank you. I will do that. I don't know if they still have VIP from yesterday. They do not. So I'll make sure to give that to Steam when I get a chance. Did not hit that? Seriously? Alright, so we have majority of gens currently infected for 30 seconds. There's Disco. We made it contagious, and we see 2 survivors back here. While we have Ruin up, we can push them around. Ah, just barely. Little objects like that are a pain in the butt to work around. We'll leave you for now, Leon. Let's check the other gens. Jill just got infected, so she touched an infected gen. Looks like Claudette just got infected as well. Oh, she has a key. I didn't notice that. She's broken. Unless she has Dead Hard. We'll down her. That's 1 cleanse by Leon already. I mean, realistically speaking, you want to keep 2 people infected at all times. 2 people infected, 2 people non-infected. You want to kind of trade off based on hook states. But these survivors, they're not thinking that way, it would seem. They straight up do not care. Which means that this will be interesting. This tells me they do not have a lot of mechanical skill. And SBM is surprisingly going to be low on my Plague. I don't know why that would be, however. So unless they want to become infected, they will not touch that gen for 30 seconds. Yoon just got infected. Which means that I bet you that she just touched the gen up on Pale Rose. Alright, Jill's broken. Looks like Ruin's gone. And no one's gone for Leon yet. The only person that could theoretically do so is Jill and Yoon without getting infected. The other Leon goes for it, then he becomes infected. Yeah, this is... I feel like I might... Like another Survivor 101 series I want to do. What would you guys say to... like, a series on how to play against specific killers? Would that be beneficial? Also, the person on hook is still on... just went to second phase. They're about to die. Now there's 2 people going for them as we speak. Holy hell. Now the real question is, will the person uninfected go for it? They do. You would love that? Okay. And I'm still, like, collecting ideas of what type of videos they want to make after this challenge is done. Because I feel like a lot of people need, like, a Trickster 101 video, or how to play against Trickster 101 video, how to play against Plague 101 video, stuff like that. You're saying SBMM is extremely off? So why do you say that? Oh, on and off in a way? Gotcha. I would agree with that. Because it feels like a pendulum, in my opinion. One match I'll win very handily. Next match I'm gonna lose. Then I win, then I lose. Then I win, then I lose. I think what's happening is that SBMM is more or less overcompensating for a loss. And I think that comes down to us not understanding what a loss exactly is in regards to SBMM. I think that's the main issue at hand, as we don't know what a loss means, or what a win means. So now, only person that can go for an unhook, by the way, is... never mind. I was gonna say Claudette, but now that she's uninfected. Then again, I guess the Leon on hook is not full infected either. Oh, just barely. Which way did it go? There's Jill. There's Leon. E.T. Oh, you don't want him to get down. Be my guest, you two. Also, how did Jill not get infected? I definitely just sprayed vomit directly in her face. Alright, she's broken now. Do you go for the vault? What's the game plan? Well, that's now infected. Yeah, people don't respect Plague's terror radius. They really should. A lot of people don't think about it that way. But like, there are specific killers that I personally respect terror radius. Plague is one of them. People do not view Plague as lethal as she should be. People think that she's kind of a pushover. She is not. Leon just cleansed. I mean, there's 3 people infected, so that's not the end of the world. Are you gonna go for the unhook? Now you're full infected, so that'll be a direct trade. Claudette's full infected now too. Let's find out where everyone is. Another person on that gen that looks like a Claudette or a Yoon. I don't know which. Let's drink up and go for the gen in that case. Like, the more you cleanse, the more ammunition I theoretically have. Where are we at? Jen was not stinky, so it was an unaffected person, thus the Leon. Interesting. And since Leon did not get infected, it means that someone infected went for the unhook. There's Jill. Leon just touched a gen with someone on it who was infected. There's the down on Jill. They are cleansing so much. Just way too much, in fact. They're not even thinking of the potential consequences. All they know is that they're injured and they go, we have to cleanse. It's like, do you really? Are you sure? Are you sure you need to cleanse? Wasn't even injured that time? Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I think overall, your best course of action is to simply have 2 people not cleanse and 2 people cleanse. Like, it's just that simple. Just 50-50 it and rotate who cleanses and who doesn't. Alright, so we're gonna run out of our power here. That's fine. Hi there. There's Disco in the distance. You don't make this. Someone that grab you, but no dice. They're both on that gen over there. We can probably hook you on the way. And we can hook you in middle over here and then go for it. It's not as on the way as I would like, but c'est la vie. You can see both people on barbecue nonetheless since they go out. I wonder if they have guests that have barbecue yet. That's another thing that I'd definitely say is a really good idea, is figure out, that flashbang was way too early, Leon. Like, when I say way too early, I do mean way too early. He should be broken soon. There we go. Upsy daisy, Leon boy. What's the game plan, you two? I don't think there is one, but you never know. So now if Yoon goes for the pickup on Leon, then Yoon will also get infected. That's if I don't see her on barbecuing chili, which I definitely do. She's set up for the unhook, which I do appreciate, but yeah, they haven't figured out I have barbecue. Not in the slightest. Or she's gonna run to Leon. But during that time, I'll be infecting her all the way through. And now she's broken. Let's get you off the hook, and we're good to go. Oh, do I have a hook nearby? I do, thank God. I was looking around for a second like, oh, can I actually get her to where I want to get her? And thankfully we can. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, SBMM on Plague, for some reason, a bit low it would seem. I don't know the reason for it being as low as it would seem to be based on this one match, but still. Because we've gotten some pretty good win streaks on Plague. But GG, well played to these survivors. But we are on Hawkins. It's a bit of a harder map for Plague to play around, because I'm not able to vomit on gens from afar as much. Even that's dicey. Versus like other maps that we saw in like Pale Rose, where I was able to vomit on gens and move on very quickly. I need a line of sight on all these to really get to them. Got that one contagious. I hear this gen being worked on. Unfortunately, the wall's there. That looked like a sprint burst. Oh, Nancy. Where are we going, Nancy? Are we going upstairs? She is not, surprisingly. But we'll take the infection. We're gonna fall for her now. There goes Ruin very early. Not a fan of that, but oh well. How quickly will Nancy cleanse is what I'm curious about. Alright, there's Nancy. Let's get her broken, I suppose, at this point, since Ruin is not up. It's better for us to go for the chases. That play there alone makes me a bit suspicious of this Nancy's skill level. I'll be frank. Because to see them vault and revault like that into a very clear hit, it's just not that great of a, not that high of a skill level. Most higher skill survivors would have left the tile and tried to gain distance, even if it's a futile effort. But the vault and revault's never a good idea. What other gens are they on? There's Sprint Burst on Cheryl. So let's pop the gen real quick. I kind of wish it would almost make sense in a way for when Plague interacts with objects like gens, instead of me having to vomit on them and then subsequently thereafter copying them. I'd love it if I just had to hit them, they become infected. Hey, what's up, Thrasher? How you doing? Also, I don't know why Ace cleansed. That was very odd. We see Cheryl back there. We don't see anyone else on gens. Very possible that they're all within 40 meters. Very nicely done, Cheryl. Do you have Sprint Burst again? Kind of looks like you do. Will you drop Pallet? You will not. You'll go to the upside down. So one uninfected is going to have to go for the unhooked on Nancy. Did she just lag? Like she's in front of me and then all of a sudden she wasn't. This time it was Bill. Yeah, This Cheryl does not know where she's going at all. Nancy should be the one to cleanse right now. There's no reason for Nancy not to cleanse as of this moment. There is disco in the background on Nancy's gen. Based on the fact that Bill's not infected, or Bill is infected, I'm gonna bet that's Nancy and Bill. I'm sorry, Nancy. I've seen that you don't have DS, which means I'm gonna go for blood. Got to go back to work yesterday after being sick for a month. It was double what I usually had to do, so I was absolutely exhausted when I got home. That does suck. Oh, she DC'd. I was wondering why I wasn't hooking. I was reading chat while I was attempting to. The thing is, like, if you're on a gen and I see you on disco, I know that you don't have DS. So I'm going to go for you if you're out of the game. And also the only one injured. There goes Ace. He cleansed. Find out if you have DS. No DS on you. So now we need to find Bill, ideally. There's Bill. He's cleansing. But now that means that someone else is going to get infected on the unhook. Oh my word, these survivors, they concern me. Like, there needs to be a way for them to better understand how to play against Plague. I swear. I know that Ace is here. I saw the scratch marks, but couldn't identify where they went. You should have let her cleanse and then hit her? No. There's no reason to do that. I'm going to down her before she can cleanse. There's Bill. So how are we going to play this Bill? And Ace has cleansed so many times, too. I don't understand it. Okay, Cheryl cleanses. She should be the one to cleanse. Ace needs to stay infected. Because if I full infect Bill and force someone to go for the unhook, then that will mean that someone's going to have to play around that. Why did you not play the pallet Bill? I'll have so many questions and I'll get no answers. They got a gen. So good job there. Good dead hard. You got a pallet. You go for this pallet. Better than nothing, but you played it wrong. We do see Hatch in this room. Let's keep that in mind. And then Ace cleanses, which once again means that someone's forced to then cleanse after they pick up Bill. Have you ever, like, watched someone play so poorly that it makes you upset? Like, you're not playing poorly, but someone else is, and it makes you upset by them playing so poorly? That's me right now. That is absolutely me right now. Us Bill mains don't use pallets, apparently. What makes me upset is not Bill not using pallets, it's frickin' Ace here cleansing every frickin' second he got. And then Bill cleanses, but now if Ace gets full infected, then someone's gonna have to get reinfected again. At least they're going upstairs, but only to dodge. Oh, my power just ended right then and there. Holy hell. Unfortunately, he did not full infect during his time. I mean, they're not playing horribly as far as gen pressure is concerned, but they're not playing great either is the problem. They're gonna go for Cheryl, and they did leave Upside Down as one of the last 3 gens, which is very smart of them. So they're probably going to get A out at the very least here. That'd be my guesstimation. We do see scratch marks suggesting Bill's here. Yes, you can. When they're on the ground, you can vomit on them to infect them. That is correct. Don't do it, Bill. Okay, at least you baited it. That's good. barbecue and chili shows me one person there. Ace went upstairs, suggesting we'll come down here. Nope, he went back for the unhook, surprisingly. He did go back up, however, and then drop down, which means he'll take a stun. Will that result in me having enough distance to get them? No, it won't. So good job in that regard. Bill, I hope you understand there's a chance that you will be downable. That's not the way to block a pickup, by the way. He does have DS, though, since he is the obsession, so good job there. But GG, well played to be survivors. Alright, alright. Let's make that infected. Did I actually oh, there's a wall in the way, that's why. Disco. Alright, let's pressure them around Harvester. Here's Fingman. Interestingly enough, the survivors jumped onto a gen that was already infected. Why? What decision making would... What? What is happening? They disappeared. Like, I knew that they were, like, lagging, but I didn't know what the solution was, so I just stood still, I guess. That was some really bad lag. Like, I've never seen it that bad without it DCing. Like, that's how bad that was. There's the break. Just get good, apparently. You know, there's a new survivor perk, teleport. It's kind of insane. There's Fingman. She's on the T-wall. I was kind of hoping for Springtrap. I've said it many times, but just because of what's going on with Scott Cawthorn, as well as Scott himself saying that there's going to be no other cross-promotional or cross-series things happening, last time that he was part of the gaming company or studio that makes Five Nights, it was very unlikely. You wanted Candyman? We might still get Candyman in the future. The actor did say more or less to wait, basically. So it's still not outside the realm of possibility of it being Candyman. Or Candyman being added. Why did he just run with me? So, long story short, Scott Cawthorn, was donating to more conservative causes, including the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, and people are not happy about that, which I can understand. But it resulted in people sending death threats to his family, sending death threats to himself. It went a bit far, in my opinion. Like, on one hand, yes, you can vote with your wallet when it comes to beliefs. And I don't agree. You know, as you guys are well known, I am not conservative in nature at all, and definitely do not support what the former president stood for. But what I also don't understand is people being, you know, hunted down for those same beliefs. So he decided to leave the company, or the studio at this point in time, and will no longer be working on Five Nights. There still is a company and studio making Five Nights, but he specifically will not be part of that at this moment in time. But not to mention that, but even prior to all of that situation, he made it very clear that, you know, there would not be another cross-promotional thing happening this year, just due to their timetable and everything going on. We see Disco, so we know there's 2 people here. Good, Dead Hard. And yeah, it all depends. Like, people are jumping to conclusions of Pinhead right now. I would say wait and find out what, you know, what Pinhead does, what his power is, and what perks he's bringing to the table, right? I think that would go a long way before making any judgments whether or not you're going to play him, buy him, so on and so forth. One person cleansing is fine. Yep, Dead Hard, Quentin. Don't think you do. Let's down you. Let's pick you up, Quentin boy. And put you on a hook. We did see someone else back there not too long ago. I think that may have been Bill, actually. Do you want to check this gen? As I feel like I saw an aura read. I did. So there is Bill. I was hoping that he's going to cross past that window. He did not. So since Ruin's still up, we're going to leave Bill slugged. And immediately go for the Disco proc over here. There's 8 seconds off of that gen and a Fang Min. And what's the game plan now, Fang Min, my girl? You can drop the pallet. Interesting. How did she... I could have sworn that she was fully broken earlier. Maybe she cleansed here. And then, wait, is that what happened? She fully cleansed? But then... Interesting. She fully cleansed, and then jumped on a gen of another person who's full infected. So, on one hand, I understand where people are coming from about Scott putting money towards things that they don't agree with. I just don't agree with the villainization of that. I believe that you should be able to use your money the way you want to. At the same time, you know, it is one of those situations that by supporting a current, you know, game, you're supporting someone whose views clash with yours. So, I personally don't really care for Chick-fil-A. A, I think their chicken's overrated. But B, I don't like it because they support a lot of anti-LGBTQA+, you know, everything. They don't believe that they should exist for all intent and purpose. And so, I don't really care for Chick-fil-A and what they stand for. But, if one of my friends were to say, hey, we're going to go eat Chick-fil-A, I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Will I go to my way to pay money for it? No. But will I, you know, bash people for liking Chick-fil-A? Also no. So. Yeah, death threats are not okay. The best thing that people should have done in that situation would have been to simply go, okay, his views don't align with mine. I'm going to subsequently, you know, no longer buy the games as long as Scott is receiving revenue. That's what I would have done, and, you know, if he was still with the company, that's what I'd say. But he no longer is, so I think he's still probably going to get royalties, more likely not, because he's still probably the IP holder. But GG, well played to these survivors. But we are on which map? Wrecker's Yard? Looks like Wrecker's Yard. I think it is Wrecker's Yard. Okay, we're on Wrecker's Yard. We're currently 2-1 with the Plague. So this will be to see whether or not we can go 2-2 or 3-1 during SBMM. So far, the only match where I felt like they were doing gens rather well was the Hawkins match. At the same time, I don't feel like they played against Plague well, if that makes sense. Yeah, what's up, Hunter? I'd have to double check where we're at right now. For total blood points. I don't remember off the top of my head. Hi, Tweet Boy. Let's infect you. And because Ruin is gone, we're going to commit to you to get you full infected. And then go for the subsequent down. Do you just want to get full infected? What is going on here? Anyway, I'm confused by Felix, but okay. That was an odd one. I see multiple people here on this jet. Let's hang you up. And let's pop the gen. I hear someone infected. Is Meg full infected yet? She is not. There we go. Now she's full infected. She does not go for the pallet, however. Where is she going? Going a whole lot of nowhere. I mean, we won our last match, so you'd think SBMM would throw it in the direction of this match being more difficult, but it doesn't seem that way. They're not exactly playing what I would refer to as optimally. Why would you... Is there a challenge to sabotage hooks within the vicinity of the killer? Because that made zero sense to do that. Because that shows me that you don't have DS. And it's not as if there are not any hooks nearby. Like, the only thing I can think of is that there is. Ugh, that makes a bit more sense why Felix did that then. But fact of the matter is, I don't know. Like, do that in a smart way, in a constructive way, not while you're insta-downable. Okay, not recently. So that's my question. Whenever I ask that question, I want to make it clear. I'm asking whether or not there is currently, in the current tome, a challenge to do that. Not, in general, is there a challenge to do that. Okay, so in that case, no. The answer currently is no, that there is not a challenge in the current tome to do that. Where are you going? Oh, thank you. I see Scratch Mark going for the unhook. That's probably Meg. Yeah, that's Meg, as we know it's not Lori, since Lori's not infected at all. I could be really mean to Felix right now. Can I just point that out? I could be really, really mean. I mean, I can see that, but I'm doubtful that's the case. Like, I would need to generally get confirmation to believe that fact. Life is going well, Hunter. Life is going well. I can't complain. How about you? I mean, I definitely can see that. And Teachy TJ, welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. I am Mark, aka Guildspire. I'm an educational Dead by Daylight player, here to teach kills how to play killer and survivors how to play against killer. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. I'll be having a great day. Now let's go for Tweet. We're currently testing out SBMM on every single killer. We're doing roughly 4 matches of every killer and seeing how SBMM kind of handles it. So far, I have not been all too impressed, I'll be real. Well, so on one hand, there are some matches where I feel like, okay, this is a good representation of my skill level. And then there are some matches that I'm just like, I'm not sure. But how are you doing today, Teachy? Hope you're doing well. Or is it Teachy or Techie? Is it Techie TJ or Teachy? Let me know. Oh. Hey, what's up, Wrong Malice? How's it going? How's it going? How you doing today? Hope you're having a great day. Blair Ray decided not to work out, so we had to host instead. Gotcha. Techie is fine. I was looking like, is it Techie or Teachy? Sure, go for it, Lori. Why would you vault out of that? That doesn't make sense. And Charmanator, thank you much for the resub. Welcome, welcome. How you doing today? Lori's fully broken. And that's Felix right there, by the way. He wants to go for the unhook. Game with Techie. Stop that. Stop it, Felix. I said to stop it, and you just didn't listen. And the thing is, you're on death hook, too. No, that'll be that. No more Sabas for you, Felix, me boy. Also, Giraffe, I believe we already got a shout-out for Techie. If we haven't, that'd be awesome. We also get a shout-out for the TTVs in lobby. We have, Clumsy Panda, Kayakiki, and Cray, it looks like. Would be appreciated. Who dis? Who am I chasing? This is Blood or no Blood? Blood? That's Lori. Yep, that's the only one that could be. How's your stream today? Were you playing Dead by Daylight? Were you playing Killer or Survivor? A little bit of both? Oh, Lori, my dear. Where are you going? Are you gonna try and play the pallet? You play the vault instead? You have life, I see. And then you go. Just call me Char? Sounds good, Char. I appreciate the heads up. 8-second regressions on that Chen. Odd. Some I can't read. Oh, no worries. I'll take care of it at the end of the match there. I forgot that you were on mobile draft. No worries. You are A-okay. Well, everyone's on death hook at this point in time. We saw scratch marks around, but we don't know where they went to, so they probably sent up for the unhook. That's fine. Or not. We just saw Meg on the back left. Like I said, you're fine, Giraffe. Don't worry about it. I will absolutely give them a shout out after the match is over. Alright. You do you. Looks like Dwight... So funny. Dwight just healed himself, but if he goes for the unhook, he's going to get infected and then subsequently broken. That heal really just wasted time when he could have been saving instead. If he goes for the save, then it's all for naught. Very odd decisions. Yeah, our SBMM on Plague has been very odd. I do not have much of an explanation for it. Like, there's only really been one match where survivors seemed like they were doing gens efficiently, even if they weren't playing around Plague efficiently. Yo, what's up, Fallen Ryan? Doing pretty well, doing pretty well. How about you? What have you been up to? Just saw 3 seconds of consistent flashes outside. Sounds like another storms are brewing around you, Giraffe. Alright. Are you on hatch? No, you're doing a totem. Why do totem? I mean, you can do the totem if you want. I'm just gonna vomit on your face. Great job! You got the totem. Looks like Dwight just wanted to get a totem for his challenge, I guess. Probably a totem challenge. But that will be that. Yeah, very, very odd game. The worst seems to pass already. Thankfully, Rain and Thunder have quieted. That's good news. That's good news, at least. Let's pop the gem. And GG, well played to these survivors.